It's every mother's dream to see that her daughter or her son gets married to a perfect family, or to her family which will accept him or her, depending on the, not depending on the status or on anything, according to what most African mothers think. Most African mothers think that whenever there is no a cry of a child in a house, the blame is put on a woman, or as they think that a woman has a problem, either a woman interfered with him with her womb, either a woman was a prostitute, that's why he did this. They call us a lot of names around. So in this movie called Unwanted Wife, it's a movie showing at Nollywood TV, Nollywood Family TV. Please, if you have not watched this movie, go and watch this movie. It's where you'll find the full movie at Nollywood Family TV. And tell me, Nolly Family TV, and tell me what do you think about this movie. Is the mother of Belinda wrong, who had decided not to return back the bride price of Belinda to the family of Fred? Was she wrong? Because it says marriage is for better for worse. Was Belinda's love for Frederick worthy, despite the way the mother was treating her? What do you think about this movie? Kindly you tell me in the comment section, and we know what is your opinion. Because as for me, I think that this movie, in this movie, we should always put some parts where this mother-in-law who mistreat their daughter-in-law, they get their pay back in double. This, like, let's say, like the way the mother of Fred was hitting or slapping, always was giving slaps to Belinda at every slight mistake, even when it's not necessary, all the time accusing her of everything bad in the house. I think maybe she deserved to have some good slaps at the end of the movie. Why? Because most times we don't see what these people have got in return of their bad ways. And in this movie, Unwanted Wife, my sisters, let's always try so much to appreciate people when they stay strong to your son. Before you point a finger on someone's daughter of being barren, have you ever asked yourself why is, if it would be your son? Most men have problem of barrenness, but because they do election, they don't think that it's normal for someone who elects or who performs her conjugal rights properly to have problem of barrenness. So this is where their mothers come out and start blaming the women, because they think that every marriage, after 1 year, 2 years, there should be a cry of baby. Even sometimes older people might be having no healthy problem, but because God's timing is always the best, let's not always point a finger on someone's daughter about relationship. This creates hunger. This creates differences in families, especially the girl family and the boy family, and they end up even making the marriage separate just like that, because of not managing a way of handling things. I think mothers could always come out with solution to their daughters-in-law. Why? To see why they are not having children before you accuse them. That's the role of a mother in the house, because if you have ever had a child, I don't think it's good to treat someone's daughter like that. So, and in this movie, for me in this movie, I like the fact that the couple were always at one. They were always one, and were always talking about things together. The wife was there for the for the man, for the husband, despite the news that he could not bear children because of some diseases he got when he was still young, as well as the wife was there for him, and the husband was always defending his wife in every aspect where the mother could come into to insult her. Another thing, our husbands or guys out there, before you get married to someone's daughter, first check your parents if they are capable of staying with a daughter who is not out of your class. Second of all, please at least find a way of putting or renting an apartment for someone, for someone's daughter, so that such things of being mistreated or being always beaten or checked out to always that as if they are not children or they are not born of a woman. You wonder how can a mother treat someone's daughter like that because of child. If you were fertile enough, why did you give birth to one person, to one baby, to one boy, to one child? You would have given birth to 7 or 9, so that if this one has failed to give birth or to give you grandchildren, maybe you would go with another one to give you grandchildren. But you also have one child, which means that the history repeats itself. History repeats itself. When a man decides that I want this woman, or when your son decides that I want to marry this one and to make her my wife, that's his choice. Let's not always fight and so hard to see that they marry the choice you want. No. Even you got married to our fathers without even us knowing. We don't know what conspired, what went wrong around that time of you marrying to my mother or to my father. So don't even conspire. Don't bring out anything between me and you. And some mothers, they take the past to their hearts whenever they think of childless. And you wonder how a mother... But the best thing I saw in this movie was that always, despite the challenges you face in your marriage, despite the stones they throw on you about your childlessness, or about you're unable to give them a child or grandchildren, always trust in God. God's timing is the best, because at the end of the day, Belinda got pregnant besides all the accusation, because she was always standing with her husband. She was always having hope that next time we will do the best, or we will have the children. Another thing, we should always stand at the side of our defending our partners, defending our wives, defending our husbands when our parents are throwing stones or are throwing heavy words to them. This is what Fred was always there for Belinda, as well as Belinda was always there for Fred in every situation they were passing through a lot. I don't blame the mother of Belinda, to take Belinda away from her marriage, because it was too much, and the girl was enduring too much, even after knowing that the husband is the one who has the problem of childlessness, and now the mother is always mistreating her. She had to call her child back home so that she can find solution. Though I'm glad that the end was very nice, that the mother of Fred passed through a difficult time after also finding out that the problem is on her son. Another thing, that Belinda's mother was always there to defend her, and as well as the husband of Belinda, Fred was always there to defend his wife. Most of the time they say love wins everything all. So among all, love won, and they got pregnant. The lady got pregnant. The parents also came together, and they became in-laws as they were before. So kindly go and watch this movie. It's called Unwanted Wife.